Live from the interwebs and safely from quarantine, welcome to the 2020 Just Desserts celebration. And now, introducing our hosts, Kyle Johnson and Sarah Horbacewicz.
Hello, stop.
Thank you.
All right. Welcome to Just Desserts 2020. I'm so excited to be standing in front of my screen in front of all of you tonight.
This year's show might look a little bit different, but I don't know, I'm still loving the perks we get as hosts.
You just like the attention from anyone other than your parents during quarantine.
Anyway, yeah, I'm excited to be here too. I'm so glad we got this thing up and running, even if we can't actually be in person. But we're here to give you, ready for this, the biggest and best recognition you will ever receive in your entire media careers. This is the TV and Radio Student Media Awards. But before we get to the desserts, you're probably wondering who we are, even though Sarah here probably thinks everybody already knows her.
Well, Kyle, since we're pretty sure most people don't know you, why don't I tell our lovely audience what they're dealing with? Kyle's the first Just Desserts host in years not to be a sports bro. He's a veteran WICB DJ and prides himself on holding the record for the longest conversation with his favorite listener, Drummer John. He's also known to hang around the ICTV newsroom, but has firmly stuck his claim with GDI over Newswatch. He loves long walks on the beach and, more importantly, holds his entire self-worth in taking home one of these awards tonight. In the mail.
Wow. Thank you for that. It really means a lot. Now, I am lucky enough to be hosting with Sarah here. And I know what you all are thinking. I didn't even know they let women host this show. In fact, Just Desserts has been a sausage fest since before we even got to Ithaca College. But anyway, this is Sarah. And I'd give her a grand introduction like she gave me, but honestly, you've probably already heard everything she's done here, because it's all she talks about. She's done WICB News, VIC News, ICTV News. Actually, that makes a lot of sense. If you listen closely, you'll notice that she talks in her reporter voice non-stop.
Kyle, stop. You know I'm sensitive about that.
This just in, doctors marvel that Sarah Horbacewicz cannot physically speak like a normal human. Back to you.
And back to the show. We have some amazing people here virtually with us tonight that made this year and our college media experience as great as it could be. But we'll get to all the sappy stuff later.
I was actually thinking about that. We're both seniors, and it's been quite a ride since 2016.
That's true. Lots of headlines. Trump got elected, but the Cubs won the World Series.
Brangelina split up, but Love Island came to the U.S.
Big. And LeBron's on the Lakers, but Kendall Jenner did do that one Pepsi commercial.
But this senior year was certainly shaping up to be one of the best. I got to hang out with my friends. The weather was pretty nice in the winter for a while.
And then 2020 happened.
Yeah, we all know about that. And now we're stuck in our homes, quarantined.
Oh yeah, have you seen those quarantine house memes floating around? I always wondered what part of the park school I'd rather be stuck in. Definitely not the Ithacan.
That's actually not a bad idea. Well, besides the Ithacan, of course. I wonder what the ICTV entertainment house would look like.
Well, they do have Ithacans, so it'd have to be at least somewhat out of control. What, with hungover producers and angry parents?
And they've got director's chair too, but they keep rebranding all their shows. Whatever happened to entertainment exclusive? Pop Access looks good, I think. Just like I think I know what Fake Out is.
Yeah, but there's always the classics, like After Hours, On Beat, Sketch Me, but they haven't done anything roast-worthy in years, or actually much of anything new at all.
And have you seen the scripted shows this year?
The what?
Yeah, you're probably right. I don't know any of them either.
Well, they had Blinded. Oh wait, can we even talk about Blinded?
I don't know, but I heard that someone has a pirated copy on their hard drive. Just don't tell Jeremy.
Yeah. But before we settle with ICTV Entertainment, we should at least check out the other departments. Like, what about sports?
I mean, we have to admit that neither one of us are the sports bros, but they do put out some great content.
What they lack in athletic ability, they do make up for in broadcasting.
You know, they've got their shows like Gridiron, Sports Final, Big Red Face Off.
And who doesn't love Hold That Thought? I think the most heated debate, though, was whether to bet on the over or the under.
If there's one thing that the sports department has, it's definitely self-control.
And who could forget Cortica? Bombers brought back so many awards. Like, they just...
Sarah, that was WICB, remember?
Actually, I don't remember a lot from that day.
You know what? They probably just didn't want the live truck to catch on fire again.
Wait, that was real? I thought that was just another one of Jason's hacked emails.
No, it was real. But what I really appreciate are the photogs. They're running up and down the sidelines just to get those highlights.
It's just too bad it makes every sports meeting smell like a middle school locker room.
Speaking of middle school locker rooms, I hear Mayo and Monk's next big guest is with the Ithaca Middle School's quarterback. This might be that show's big break.
That's if they can even get a show.
Or if anyone in the sports department can even get a job.
Anyway, then there's the department we've been living in for the past 4 years, the ICTV News Department. I don't even know where to begin with this one.
News did a ton this year. They won 8 New York State awards.
Oh yeah! What did the other departments win again? I mean, I'm sure they won something or something.
In other news, Newswatch moved back to 3 days a week. Reports finally got Savante Myrick to actually talk to us. Election Center went great, and Good Day Ithaca started a frat.
Rush GDI?
And they also updated their graphics again.
Did you just say the update?
Oh, no, we don't need to talk about that.
Well, Game Over challenged Newswatch to another Smash tournament, but no one wanted to get up on a Saturday morning.
Oh, and there's that social media show.
Yeah!
So, WICB.
You mean VIC?
You know what? You're right. For the first time in their history, VIC comes first tonight.
And as a one-time VIC Radio specialty host of Bedhead Bops, I feel like I should take this one, Kyle.
Yeah, you probably should. The closest I ever got to working on that station was when I accidentally walked into their studio looking for a jazz CD.
Well, while they're still looking for the best of what's next, they certainly have the songs your dad likes locked down.
And I always tune into VIC to relive my teen angst years, since they have plenty of shows for that.
I wondered, because VIC does certainly smell like Teen Spirit, especially in their studio after they stay in there for 50 hours every year, except for this year.
Yeah, it is a shame that we don't get to go back this year. I was just starting to get good at spotting the DJs by their weird purple hats.
Yeah, I'm not too sure about that either, but there's not much about the station I do understand to begin with. Like, what's Jiggity Jams anyway?
I have no idea, but you know what? Now let's spend time on a station that's actually FCC approved, WICB.
Ah, yes, the Station for Innovation.
I would ask who here is from ICB, but I'm sure Matt Filer already has his Kahoot set up for that.
You know, yesterday I heard Pia on the airwaves for Homebrew's Christmas Eve special. Talk about Ithaca not right now.
That one hurt, Sarah.
Yeah, but something we can both relate to is waking up in beautiful Ithaca in the dead of winter at 5 a.m. for a morning drive.
You know what they always say? Great shift, lots of listeners.
I'm not falling for that one ever again. I think the late night shifts are more my speed.
Oh yeah, like City Rhythms.
Exactly. Speaking of which, do you think they ever got my SoundCloud link?
I don't know. I always just pass those off to the music director. Oh well, it's her problem now. Anyway, have you seen the WIC beards lately?
I can't believe the great Dan Rogers beard is gone. But I did see Jeremy's the other day, and it's a start.
You know, actually, we should probably get started with these awards soon.
But we can't leave out our one-of-a-kind station managers and advisors.
I would never do that. First, we've got from WICB, Peter Ciampelli.
And from VIC, Kate Sustick.
And of course, from ICTV, Patricia Visalia.
And keeping us all sane, we have Jeremy's dad jokes and emails that hope to find us well in quarantine.
And of course, none of this would be possible without the great Paul Stanion. as well as Master Control and the caring faculty and deans of the Park School. Wait, Sarah, put that away. I think DeAndre's coming.
You're right. Did we chart yet?
Sarah, this monologue is almost over, and you're just asking if we charted the Zoom call? You didn't even turn the house lights off.
Funny, but in all seriousness, we know COVID-19 has brought a lot of uncertainty to our lives, and we're so grateful to be able to live stream this to you all today. We hope setting up studios in our homes makes you smile and that everyone stays safe and healthy.
Thank you to every single crew member out there for making ICTV and VIC and WICB something so special that we can fill a whole Zoom waiting room for.
And thank you to the deans, our professors, and our mentors, Paul and Jeremy, for preparing the class of 2020 to enter the job market. Just maybe not this job market.
Yeah, but with that, we would love to introduce ICTV station manager Patricia Visalia to kick things off with the Just Desserts Awards 2020.
Thank you, Kyle and Sarah. Speaking of never-ending fun, I think the best time to visit the entertainment department is the week of Halloween. They all fully embrace the holiday, but one show never lets the fun stop. They have music, they have comedy, they have a series of accents I will never understand, and they put their heart into every show. Congratulations, After Hours, for Best Entertainment Show. Another department that always keeps you on your toes is the news department. You will never find a group more willing to drop everything and put on a show in 2 hours. The winner of Best News Show always has that high energy. For 25 straight hours from 9 a.m. Thursday till their live hit airs the next morning, Good Day Ithaca is putting 110% into every broadcast, so it's a pleasure to present them with the award for Best News Show. There's so much I could say about the scripted department. If you want to talk dedication, they put in a whole semester of just finalizing scripts, and that's before their weekends disappear the next semester. The scripted shows work beyond the walls of Park, so they're harder to get to know, but this year's winner is already a station favorite. Congratulations to Exposed for Best Scripted Show. The sports department had a wonderful year too. The winner for Best Sports Show may not have an episode from this season online, but that doesn't stop them from covering every game with enthusiasm and heart. Put your virtual hands together for Bombers Live, winner of Best Sports Show. The award for Best News Show is always a fun one, and this year we were not short on bright ideas. Our winner actually comes to us from our friends on the other side of the basement. Mayo and Monk worked tirelessly to transform their radio show for the small screen, and the results speak for themselves. Congratulations, Mayo and Monk. Taking control is what directors do best. Our winner for Excellence in Studio Direction has a special connection with every crew she works with. Even when the script is coming in 3 seconds before you hit air, this director has the room under control. Congratulations to Erin Moore for Excellence in Studio Directing. Much like studio directing, scripted directing takes just as much dedication and focus. It takes a lot of skill to hold the image of a scripted show in your head and execute. The winner for Excellence in Scripted Directing is Connor Magliazzi. Editing is one of the last phases for any show, and the students who take their time to clean up a few things or weave the story together take their responsibility seriously. Our winner for Excellence in Video Editing is responsible for many of our favorite shows, including tonight's production. Congratulations to Tanner Wegson. Excellence in Writing is an award given to a show or individual whose writing truly advances the production with every line. Our winner this year goes to a show that has worked hard all year to find their voice and makes us laugh at every turn. No matter the topic, we know they'll have something to say. Congratulations to In Other Words for Excellence in Writing. Technical achievement explains itself, but the problems our nominees solve are no laughing matter. Our winner has spent his time quietly watching over us from the comfort of Checkout Center, and before that, as a producer, guiding us along the pitfalls of Prompter. It's with great pleasure I present the award for technical achievement to Connor Duffy. Outstanding on-air talent is something ICTV does not lack. Being on camera is more than reading lines and smiling. This individual always took their job seriously, even if you can't tell when you walk in the green room. They made a connection each time they spoke to the camera and handled every story with grace. They never shied away from helping a cast or crew member. Congratulations to Kyle Johnson for outstanding on-air talent. Outstanding Journalist is an award given to a student who has gone above and beyond what they are told to report on. This student has dedicated their time to reporting and breaking the news. They have never hesitated to drop everything to cover the stories that matter, or help younger students create a story or build their instincts. Congratulations to Sarah Horbacewicz for Outstanding Journalist. If I could give an award to every producer, I would. The level of commitment, creativity, leadership, and drive I was able to see this year speaks for itself. This year's winner has been a constant friendly face around campus. They always have a smile and make each of their shows a place that fosters happiness and learning for their crew. The award for Outstanding Producer goes to Kat Snyder. First Year Member of the Year is an award that recognizes a first year who has jumped fully into ICTV. This first year was brave enough to take on a show and learn everything along the way. They dedicated the last few months to learning everything it took to make a rundown, create good content, and teach their crew. We are so excited to see you keep moving forward. Congratulations to Emily Hung.
Hello everyone. I'm breaking into your transmission because there's another individual who needs to be recognized. I'm talking about the award for Outstanding Commitment. This young lady has led our merry band of hooligans for 2 years now. That means she led it for a year and then volunteered to do it for another year, full knowing what was going on. That's outstanding, and she should definitely be committed. The award for Outstanding Commitment goes to Patricia Vishelia. It's been my honor and my privilege to work with her for the last 4 years while she's learned and grown and become the amazing person that she is. Thank you, Patricia, for everything.
Hi everybody, my name's Peter Ciampelli. I'm the station manager for WICB, and I just wanted to first, before we get into the awards, say thank you to all of you for all your hard work, talent, and enthusiasm that you've brought to the station this year. This has been one of the most amazing experiences that I've had in college, and that's really all thanks to all of you and to all of the conversations we've had, relationships that I've built with a lot of you, and all the work that we do together to make the station a better place. So I really will look back so fondly on WICB, and I hope you do too. And without further ado, let's celebrate everything that we've done this year, from the business as usual to the quarantine craziness, and let's get into the awards. So the first award for WICB is to the Best DJ. This person who won this award is someone I've been really lucky to get to know better, to become friends with this year. Anybody that knows WICB will recognize this person for their voice, and everyone that knows him personally can consider him a friend. He's a great guy, and WICB is really going to miss him going forward. The best DJ for WICB this year is Dan Rogers. Now, the next award for WICB goes to Best Specialty Show. I think every single specialty show deserves this award because everyone grows and improves so much every year. But this specialty show in particular has had an insane glow up this year, partly because of the leadership, but also because of all of the DJs' enthusiasm and hard work. So without further ado, the best specialty show for this year on WICB is City Rhythms. Now, the next two awards for WICB go to Outstanding Service. These awards go to people who have shown real passion and hard work in making WICB better, and I think they couldn't have gone to two better people. The first one goes to someone who I think all of us can agree this person has really put in so much time into making our experience in the community better and has just shown true passion throughout 4 years in WICB. The first Outstanding Service Award goes to Matt Filer. Now, the next Outstanding Service Award for WICB goes to someone who has shown real passion and hard work in improving their department, both when things were business as usual, but especially since we've moved online. This person has found ways to continue growing the department and to providing our listeners what they want to hear. This person who's won Outstanding Service Award for WICB is Lorenzo DeScala. The last award for WICB goes to Best New DJ. This person I actually got to know my first semester of this year, which was their first semester of college. I had a class with him, and he was an amazing, charismatic presence in the class, and I think we can all agree that he's the same presence in the WICB community. The best new DJ is Jaden Becker. That's all the awards for WICB. Thank you all so much for coming to this award show, and stay healthy, stay safe. Woo!
Hi everyone, Kate here from VIC, here to announce some VIC specific awards. And first and foremost, I want to thank everyone who contributed to the excellent year that VIC Radio has had. From the amazing additions to our specialty programming, the development of our podcast network and VIC Vintage, and to all of the wonderful new voices that joined our team. I'm so proud of all the work we have done as a station. This year was the first in my last 4 years at VIC where we had nearly 24 hours, 7 days a week of scheduled programming filling our airwaves. And that is all thanks to the involvement of all DJs, including all news and sportscasters as well. I'm also proud of all of the work that has been done to improve our 50-hour marathon. And while the current circumstances might have canceled our marathon for this year, I know that next year the 50-hour marathon will be better than anything we have ever done before. This year was full of major growth for our station, from programming to promotions to just the culture and the excitement around VIC. It could not have happened without the hard work of the entire team, and for that I thank you. The first award for VIC this evening that I'm excited to announce is for the best DJ. This award goes to the DJ who's not only shown excellence behind the mic, but also keeps the VIC energy alive in all that they do. There will be 2 winners this year, as 2 excellent DJs tied for first place. Both of these DJs have gone above and beyond with their dedication to the station this year, all while bringing their own personal style to both their regular shifts as well as their specialty shifts. I'm so excited to see what they do next and watch them continue to be awesome. The 2 winners for Best DJ are Cam Maxey and Jack Lydon. I'm just going to clap because I'm the only one here, so that's what I'm going to do. I am especially excited for the Best Specialty Show category this year because this year was such a great year for specialty in general. There were so many great new shows that joined our station, as well as such a passionate energy to better those that already existed in our catalog. The winner in particular was a new show this year and was an idea that I was excited about since it was pitched back in the fall. Since then, it has grown to become one of the most iconic VIC specialty shows, and this spring I had the pleasure of sitting in on one of their shows, and I was just so impressed with the way the show was ran, as well as the creative energy, and the content that they produced was just hilariously sad? I don't really know. And that is why I am proud to announce that the award for Best Specialty Show this year goes to Real Sad Lad Hours. When I think of the 2 ladies who won the Outstanding Service Awards this year, it is hard for me to imagine a functional station without them. They are both truly the lifeline of the station, and I do not know what I would do without them. The first award recipient has been my right-hand woman this entire year, and the organization to what sometimes might feel like my own mental chaos. I am grateful for all the work that she has done all year long for the station, and I cannot think of anyone more deserving for this award. The first recipient of this award for Outstanding Service goes to Miss Chloe Levy. The second award recipient for Outstanding Service is literally someone I prayed would not study abroad in this spring semester, just so I wouldn't lose her guidance on executive staff. This person has been a familiar face and trusted resource on radio since day one, and is someone who not only works hard for this station, but cares so deeply while doing so. I could not be more thrilled to see what an amazing job she will do as station manager next year. The second recipient of the Outstanding Service Award goes to Lily Dearworth. The next award is one of my favorites every year as it celebrates the new faces and voices that have joined our station this year. The award for Best New DJ is another tie, and I'm so excited that both of these people are being recognized for all of their hard work. These 2 came to pretty much every meeting, despite all the other things that they had to do in their day-to-day. They also are clearly passionate about radio, as both dove into opportunities outside of DJing for indie alternative by also being a part of the news and sports networks at radio. I wish them all the best luck in their future endeavors, and I'm so excited for their successful futures. The two winners for Best New DJ are Michael Memis and Jack Shapiro. Yay! Congrats to all of the winners.
Hey, I'm Peter,
Hey, I'm Kate.
and we're here with your 2020 Just Desserts Awards for IC Radio News and Sports. So let's get right into it. This first award for IC Radio News and Sports is for Outstanding Newscaster. This person has put in so much time since the moment they set foot at IC. I actually got to work with her right when she started in the news department, and then seeing what she's done this year has been absolutely incredible. The award for Outstanding Newscaster goes to Bridget Bright. Woo!
Woo!
Oh, yeah. The next award for IC Radio News and Sports goes to Outstanding Contributor to Ithaca Now. This person is one of those people you see all the time around radio, in the radio exec staff office, constantly working and constantly helping improve the news department. The Outstanding Contributor to Ithaca Now is Jay Bradley.
Now let's head over to IC Sports Awards for radio, and the first award up is Outstanding Sportscaster. And there are two recipients of this award this year, and both of these sportscasters, I think, embody the passion, excitement, and the fun of the sports radio network. They are always the most friendly people in the room, and they have made the IC radio community stronger because of their continued efforts. I am proud to announce the recipients of the Outstanding Sportscaster Awards goes to Matt Price and Clay Davis. Woo! Yeah, sports ball. All right. And the next award for Outstanding Contributor to Sports Broadcast. This person had so many votes and so much support in the sports department, it was hard to see any other option. So I'm really proud to announce the winner of the Outstanding Contributor to Sports Broadcasts is Steve Durr. Woo! Yeah! Sports ball on radio.
And finally, our last award for IC Radio News and Sports is for Best Sports Talk Show. I think that this talk show, I've seen it grow and change so much over the 4 years that I've been in Park, but especially this year, the leadership and the contributors and the sportscasters in the sports department have really made it shown. The best sports talk show for this year is WICB Sports Talk.
Woo!
Woo!
And that's that on News and Sports Awards. Thank you so much to everyone who voted, and thank you to the two departments, News and Sports. We would not be radio without you, and we would not have radio stations without you. So thank you so much for your continued efforts this year.
Hey everybody, I hope all is well with you, your family, and friends. Thanks for tuning in to Just Desserts this evening. It's a bit different than most years, but I'm glad we're still able to come together even from afar. As they say, the show must go on. Congratulations to this year's ICTV, WICB, and VIC Radio award winners. Bravo to all three stations on a successful year. Also, an important note, all award winners will receive a plaque recognizing their achievements. Keep an eye out for a message from me in the near future. We'll plan a way to get you the award, whether it's through the mail or in person the next time you're on campus. Again, we will get you your plaques. At this point in the presentation, we're getting ready to recognize the members of the graduating class of 2020. But before we roll the IC Radio and ICTV senior videos, as well as honor the seniors of the year, I want to recognize another member of the Park family. As many of you know, at the end of this school year, Diane Gajewski is stepping down as Dean of the Roy H. Park School of Communications, a role she's held for the past 10 years. As an alum of both WICB and ICTV, and a strong believer in the importance of student media and the college's co-curricular organizations, Diane, we appreciate your support of ICTV, WICB, and VIC Radio. You encourage students to think outside of the box, try something new, be creative, and get involved. Your words of advice and mentorship are important to the Park experience. Best of luck in your next chapter. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Everyone tuned in, please join me in saying thank you, Diane, with a round of applause.
Hey everybody, I'm here to give one quick, huge thank you to someone who is a special guest at tonight's awards show, Dean Gajewski.
Diane has been a staunch supporter of student media for many years, and without her, there's no telling where we'd be right now.
When I was an exploratory major who joined radio back in my freshman year, I was immediately welcomed by the friendly and professional culture that radio harbored, and that was in part thanks to her exceptional leadership. Not to mention, seeing a woman so successful in such a male-dominated field such as Dean Gajewski is always what helps me believe in my own capabilities as a future woman in media.
Thank you so much, Dean Gajewski, for all that you've done to grow Park and to make our experience better. Both, just in my last 4 years being in Park, but for everything you've done the last 10 years. And we'll be really sad to see you go, but really excited to see what you do in the future. So from all of us on WICB and all the stations, thank you so much for all you've done for us, Dean Gajewski.
Thank you so much for always going to bat for student media. The programs fostered here are one of a kind, and it's shown in every film, article, or show we make. On behalf of ICTV and all student media, thank you for always having our back and creating a place where we can learn without limits.
Thank you, Dean Gajewski, for all of your hard work, guidance, and passion for the IC Radio community. And thank you for giving us a proper voice on this campus.
Diane, you've been the shining star that lights the stage that allows us to be seen and heard. Thank you for everything you've done and everything you will do.
Hi, I'm Kate, and I can't believe I'm filming my senior video for radio right now.
Hey, this is Ben Carlton.
Hi, IC Radio. My name is Brett Mayerson.
Hi everyone, my name is Julia.
Hi, I'm Gabby Leisner, DJ Gabby Ray.
Hey everyone, my name is Matthias Wallman.
My name is James Murphy.
Hi, my name is Matthew Filer.
Hey everyone, I'm Matt Price.
Hi there, my name is Pia.
Hello, my name is Richard Ramos.
Hi, my name is Sean Murphy.
Hi, I'm Peter.
You either don't know who I am or you're very unhappy to see me. That's right, it's DJ Two Front, Ryan Schleifman.
I think what I'll miss the most is football crew. Just getting to follow that football team week in and week out and just getting to be with such a tight-knit group and getting to know everyone really well was a lot of fun.
I think my favorite memory is every time we go into a meeting and they ask us who wants to do community beat, and it's all quiet until Billy offers, and it's just a given every time he offers. It's really funny. It would happen so many meetings. So yeah, that's my favorite memory.
One of my favorite memories from radio is actually from sophomore year when I was the assistant promotions director. I got to put on the social media campaign for 50 Hour, and I think that was a moment when I kind of realized, oh, well, radio is great for professional development, but also the people I get to do it with, the community that I get to be a part of, the relationships I get, were such a huge part of why I love radio so much and why this group of people is just so special.
My favorite memory has got to be the last game I ever called play-by-play for women's basketball, February 29th, 2020. It was the Liberty League semifinal against RPI, one of the best games ever in my opinion.
One of my favorite things to do was listening in on calls and taking song requests. That was always fun to briefly talk to people about their favorite music during the time. It was a really great experience.
Favorite memory? Oh my gosh. My most favorite memory, I think, is when Elise was studying abroad the fall of our junior year. She wanted to do a remote episode when she went to Disneyland Paris, and so she recorded talk sets while she was in the park, and we played French Disney songs, and it was fabulous.
My favorite memory is when John the drummer called in to Best of Broadway, pretended to be the FCC, and pretended to give me a fine on air, and made me cry.
My favorite memory from WICB would probably be the parties and the social events over the years. Some of my favorite early memories were partying with Kelly Kyle and Carl Valentine, everyone that was on the exec staff when I came into radio.
It's really tough to pick just one favorite memory, but the whole week leading up to broadcasting Cortica this year was just so much fun. It was a lot of work in the moment, but it's the amount of content we were able to put out and really working together as a team with the whole football crew to broadcast Cortica this season.
My favorite memory is definitely the first shift I had on WICB. It's a moment I'll never forget since that was the first time my voice was heard on the airwaves.
Probably my favorite memory from radio came during this semester. In February, there was a big debacle with Mets ownership, and I had a lot of strong feelings about it, and it led to a rant that I'm really glad I had the chance to do. I don't think I would have been able to do it any place else, and being able to do that on VIC Radio with my friends, doing something I love, was something I'll always appreciate.
My favorite memory here at IC Radio was getting to call Grace Cannon's game-winning shot for women's basketball to win the Liberty League title here on VIC Radio.
The one thing I'm going to miss the most about WICB, and this goes without saying, is my desk. I mean, come on. You knew I was going to give that answer.
What I'll miss the most was the camaraderie in the whole department. Everyone always willing to help each other out, and everyone came into that Monday meeting buzzing and ready to get stuff done every week. So
I think what I'm gonna miss most about WICB News and radio, just learning so much, gaining experience there with newscasts, producing and editing stories.
What I'm gonna miss the most is the people, the relationships I've made, just getting to see them every day in the studio and in the radio hallway. It's really something I will never be able to replace, and something I'm so grateful for. So
I'm gonna miss not just the Monday night sports radio meetings, but also the people that I got to see every week, and just getting reps and just having this kind of experience with all of them. It was amazing.
And what I'm going to miss is, getting to experience all this new music. During Hobo's Lullaby and Sonic Planet, I got a chance to listen to so much, in Jazz Impressions, I got a chance to listen to so much music that I wasn't familiar with. So I really do appreciate the experience that it brought me.
And what I'm going to miss the most is the friendship and the music and the chaos and the laughter.
One thing that I'll miss the most, I mean, this is cliche, but just the people is definitely what I'll miss the most. I mean, I made so many great friends. As soon as I came in, I became friends with Kelly Kyle and everyone that was on the board then, like Michaela Savitt. But now, this year I've made so many close friends and just really enjoyed working with people. I could name so many, but everyone that was on the exec staff that I was super fortunate to work with, I'm going to miss so much.
The thing I'm going to miss the most is definitely just seeing everyone in the halls of Park, seeing people in the studios, and just being a part of the radio community.
What I'm going to miss about WICB is being on air, connecting to the community, hanging out with people in the exec staff room, and just working with like-minded individuals.
The thing I'll miss the most is definitely the sense of community. A lot of my best friends in Ithaca I met here in IC Radio, and it was just an absolute privilege to be a part of that, whether it was through radio or in the meetings or during the show. It's something that I'll always be grateful for. And the reason why this rings true for Ithaca too.
And the things I'm going to miss the most about radio is just being able to get on air and working with all of you and just some amazing people. And I'm really excited to see what the next chapter has to hold.
And it was a great time. In all seriousness, I made a lot of friends and a lot of memories that I don't think I would have had the same college experience if I didn't do VIC. I'll always look back on that time in my life pretty fondly. It was a lot of work at some points, and it was a lot of very late nights, being in the studio at like 5 a.m, doing talk sets that probably made no sense to anyone, but it was great.
I have felt such an amazing sense of community since the second I got to the basement of Park. So I thank you all for being a part of that. You've taught me so much about the industry, about myself. I don't even know where to begin, but just know that you've all been so important to me. And now that it's ending, it's so sad, but I'm excited to come back and visit and see everybody again and just catch up, because both of these places have meant the world to me these last few years.
Just the personal relationships that I feel so lucky to have made, I'm really going to miss, and I'm really glad that they'll be there and I can reach out. So WICB was so important to me throughout college, and I'm really going to miss it a lot.
A lot of people say that I eat, sleep, and breathe VIC Radio, and they're not wrong, but I also wouldn't want to have it any other way.
So thank you so much, and I wish luck to everyone, and be safe.
So thank you.
Well, I'm going to miss you all. Stay in touch, and wishing you all the best.
Just want to say thank you to all of you, and I'm going to miss you all a lot.
And yeah, really appreciate it. I really appreciate everything that happened. Thank you very much.
Thank you to everyone.
I'll really miss those meetings week in and week out and everything, and go Bombers.
And I'm crying. Anyone else crying? Am I the only one crying here?
My name is Sarah Horbacewicz, and what have I been involved with?
Fun fact about Jesse, I was deferred by Syracuse, and I always tell people it's the best thing that ever happened to me.
I just can't believe that it's over. I haven't said that before today because it doesn't feel like it is. We keep doing digital things on social to pretend that it's not.
My ICTV experience as a whole is really wholesome. It was, the first really student organization that I was a part of here on campus, and it was the one that I stuck with the entire 3.5 years that I've been here. And it's just such a amazing opportunity for students to be a part of an organization where there's hundreds of students a part of this one organization, all doing the same thing, all pursuing that same passion, and what that passion is television.
I can't believe, I tell all of my tours, I can't thank this organization enough.
I would say that my ICTV experience has meant everything to me these last couple of years. It's where I eat and sometimes sleep and do homework, and I have my friends all there.
Some of my favorite memories that I have from ICTV have been just preparing for the Gridiron Report. 2 years ago, I produced with Cal Domowski, Jack Powers, and Kat Snyder, and just our funny times preparing for the show. On Sunday night, we went live Sunday night at 9:30, and so goof around and get ready for the show, and it was just a really awesome time.
One really great memory I have of ICTV is last semester on Sketch Me If You Can. After our final episode of the season, we decided to celebrate as a cast and crew and go out to Denny's, and there was one person working there, and we all felt so bad for them.
I don't know if I have a distinct favorite memory. I feel like I've been working on In Other Words has been the most fulfilling for me. So I every time we were shooting, I was enjoying it and super happy. And it was just a good group of people that was always laughing and joking around with each other. So every week was fun and happy.
It's a shame it took so long, but getting Mayo and Monk on air as a TV show, because that was just so fun to do, and kind of making a bunch of great friends in the process because the whole show felt like a family.
There was so much work that was involved, and all the crew and everyone did such a fabulous job, and they had so much hard work involved into it, and it was just really cool to see everything come together.
Yeah, working with kids, we have so many weird little memories, even just the mispronunciations.
Oh,
hilarious.
Yes. You should make a video.
A nice compilation of the kids just not being able to speak.
It'd be really good.
One word to describe ICTV. Wow.
In one word? Okay, let me think. I've thought about this every Just Desserts. Okay, I'm not gonna say family.
I've had 3 years to think of an answer to this question. And do I have one? I don't know.
ICTV is home.
Special.
Iconic.
Opportunity.
Chaos.
Insane.
It would be glorious, because I had a glorious time on ICTV.
I think my one word for ICTV is exciting. You just never know what's gonna come, and every day's a new day.
It's a good crazy, hyphenated.
Honestly, for me, I'd say by the end, it ended up being a lot like work to an extent.
Rave.
I'd probably just say fun, if you make it fun.
Life-changing.
I would say ICTV is like your sibling. I know that's a weird comparison, but it's something that you'll always love, you'll always come back to. You're very happy to spend time with it, but sometimes ICTV will get on your last nerve and you're wondering why you ever, thought it was great for a minute, but then 2 minutes later you're back to loving it, and of course you're going to taping the next night anyway.
Problem solving.
Ooh.
I would say ICTV is the beginning. And even if you've done it in high school, even if you've done TV before, it's the beginning of the building blocks that you'll create a career or friendships or, a bunch of other things just like it. So ICTV is the beginning.
Fun.
Community?
ICTV is collaborative.
Because of after hours, I would say sisterhood.
Family.
Family. No, I'm not picking family.
I know this is going to sound really cliche, but family.
ICTV is family. It's family.
I learned throughout my 4 years at ICTV how to work in a television community with people who have this passion for television and people who are incredibly smart and talented. Everyone from cast to crew, from camera operators to everyone inside of the control room. Meeting all the people on your crew and just like making connections and like a community with people that way, I think is like really important.
Just everything from learning the equipment to learning what goes into a show, everything from field, whether it's field or in studio. I've definitely loved learning everything.
It taught me so much, especially in terms of just professional development and learning how to take charge, learning how to deal with a general manager. Thanks, Jeremy.
My ICTV experience was filled with lots of trial and error, but from every trial and error I experienced on my way, there was growth from it.
I gotta say, as from 4 years at ICTV, I learned so much. I owe few of my internships to them. I've impressed bosses because I knew how to coil a cable before anybody else. As a freshman, I knew how to coil a cable, and a bunch of seniors who I interned with did not. And they were doing the garden hose method, and I was yelling at them to stop.
I'd say it was filled with a lot of growth, at least for me personally. Same with confidence too. I did TV in high school, we had our own studio and stuff, but you get here and then you see it's a whole different level.
And I've learned that nothing is out of reach. Last semester, especially on election night, but throughout, I would throw things at different people of the news team. I would give them a challenge and they would just do it and take it. And people are more capable than you think. We're more than just students. And I think that's the biggest lesson, is that you're not just a student in ICTV. You are a professional making television among some great other people.
In this essay, I will demonstrate what I learned in ICTV.
Be willing to try everything. I know when I was a freshman, I just wanted to help, whatever I could do. And that allowed me to get to know a lot more people and get a lot more opportunities that way.
Go with your gut. Don't be afraid to put yourself out there. I know I did, and I applied for AP not thinking that I would get it, and I did, and I'm forever grateful for that opportunity.
Sign up for any show as possible. Even if you don't do news or you don't like sports, just go for it, because opportunities can come to you with the snap of a finger.
Just try everything, because you can try news, you can try game shows, you can try late night shows, you can try basically ICTV gives you the opportunity to try anything that you can.
The growth that you have both professionally and personally through your time here, I think is invaluable. And I also think that your own personal growth through the station and what you realize that you can do, what you're going to learn about yourself along the way, what kind of person you are and what you can be doing better, what your strengths are. I think that's on par with any professional technical skill you can learn while being a part of the station.
I can't believe I'm sitting in this chair right now. It goes by so fast, and looking back on it, I know I'm gonna miss everyone so much. So definitely cherish it while you can and be with people while you can, because it's gonna be over sooner than you think.
It was really cool seeing, one, that my work was being rewarded and moving up in positions, but also just like meeting so many awesome people. Like I met so many friends through ICTV.
I definitely thank the people who came before me, who demonstrated both excellence and what it meant to really work together and be friends while also doing college television.
Oh man, I am thankful for so many people, but I'd say of people that are still there and haven't graduated, the two biggest I'm thankful for would probably be Kyle Johnson and Teddy Burns. Without Kyle, I probably wouldn't have produced Good Day Ithaca, and without Teddy, I probably wouldn't have had faith in Good Day Ithaca. So I am extremely thankful that those two put in all the hard work that they do.
But thank you, ICTV. I want to thank everyone here watching this. It's been incredible to work with all of you. You're all rocking, and I can't wait to see what you do.
Big shout out to everyone. Like, it's been a good wild ride.
Hey again, congratulations to Ithaca's class of 2020. Thanks for all of the memories and all that you contributed to the Park School. It's now the point in this evening's program to recognize a standout senior from each station. I'll start with Ithaca College Television. As I think back on my experiences working with this year's ICTV Senior of the Year, a lot of different things come to mind. I think back on countless meetings, conversations, studio productions, award ceremonies. I also think about the characteristics that make this person a strong leader. She's passionate, hardworking, kind, thoughtful, creative, and spent a great deal of time each semester trying to find ways to provide opportunities for students of all class years and majors to get involved with the station. I'm talking about Patricia Vashalia. Serving as ICTV station manager the past 2 years, she has worked hard to improve the station's programming quality, provide learning opportunities for members, get students involved, help dreams and ideas become shows, and promote the station across campus and beyond. In my opinion, what makes Patricia special is her commitment, dedication, and frankly, the sheer number of hours she has spent on the first floor of Park as a student. She's always around, always looking to help. If you have a question about something, you often don't need to call or email her. She's probably in the newsroom, green room, master control, or one of the studios. This is what makes her a strong leader and a valuable member of ICTV. I'm proud to recognize Patricia Vashalia as ICTV's 2020 Senior of the Year. It's now on to WICB. This year's WICB Senior of the Year possesses a great collection of talents. While she hopes to pursue a career in film production after graduation, she has shined as a DJ on the station. Well, that's just one of her roles on WICB. This student also writes blog posts, edits podcasts, reviews music submissions, organizes and conducts on-air interviews, promotes concerts, and develops social media content. Plus, she's always willing to lend a listening ear to a fellow staff member with a question or a need of advice. I'm talking about Pia Rizzo-Whitlin, WICB's longtime local music director. Many of you know WICB places a large emphasis on local music, local programming, local news, local sports coverage, and giving back to the local community. Since her first day on campus, Pia has been at the front of this local mission. As the station's local music director, Pia hosts the weekly show Homebrew, highlighting music from musicians in our local communities. A New Jersey native, Pia has immersed herself in Ithaca's music scene, attending concerts, creating relationships with bands, and inviting them to perform on the weekly show. She always conducts herself with professionalism, showing her strong work ethic and commitment to WICB. Pia has transformed the station's local music department and has truly contributed to the station's overall growth. Passionate, hardworking, committed, kind, respectful, innovative, go-getter. That's how I describe Pia. Plus, she also served this past year as the student representative on the board of directors for CBI, College Broadcasters Incorporated. Well done, Pia. Announcing WICB's 2020 Senior of the Year, Pia Rizzo-Whitlin. Now for VIC Radio. I've been fortunate to have worked very closely with VIC Senior of the Year the last several semesters. First as the station's Assistant Promotions Director, and then as VIC's Music Director, and then as Station Manager. These positions are tough. They demand a lot of time, organization, and attention to detail. Plus, to do the jobs well, the staff member needs to be passionate and truly committed. This year's Senior of the Year is. She loves VIC Radio and sharing her passion for the station with others. VIC's 2020 Senior of the Year is Kate Sustick. During VIC Radio's 2018 50-hour marathon, Kate was not one of the station's 4 DJs who were designated to keep programming on the air for more than 2 straight days. No, she was not one of those DJs, but she stayed up with them nonetheless, supporting her fellow staff members. During the marathon, I remember walking into the studio to find a band performing live on the air. With the studio packed, sitting in the corner elevated off the ground on top of a cabinet, I saw Kate taking pictures, recording videos, and making posts to social media, all while having a huge smile on her face. While I was a little nervous to have her up there, I love seeing the passion in her eyes. And talking with Kate and observing the commitment she has displayed as a staff member, she loves VIC Radio. This year's station manager, Kate helped recruit a large group of new, enthusiastic DJs, aided in introducing a new collection of specialty shows, and prepared the station to keep growing in the future. Congratulations to VIC Radio's 2020 Senior of the Year, Kate Sustick. Join me in a round of applause. Congratulations, Patricia, Pia, and Kate. As we get close to the end of tonight's program, I want to conclude with a collection of thank yous. First off, we must recognize all of the hard work that was put forth by members of WICB, VIC, and ICTV's executive staffs to organize Just Desserts from afar. Tonight's video program was edited by one of this evening's award winners, Tanner Wegson. Thanks, Tanner. Also, a shout out to Whitney Rosenfeld, Emily Rosado, Chloe Levy, and Gracie Niagoy, plus the award presenters, station managers Patricia Vichalia, Peter Champelli, and Kate Sustick. Also, this evening's host, starting things off with the monologue, Sarah Horbacewicz and Kyle Johnson. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Throughout the school year, WICB, VIC, and ICTV received the support of several people who are watching the ceremony from home this evening. Thank you to the deans of the Park School and all of their support. Diane Gajewski, Brian Roberts, Rob Gearhart. Thank you. The Master Control staff, DeAndre Somerville and Dick Vandewall. Studio coordinator and my ICTV co-advisor, the best, Paul Stanion. Thanks, Paul. The engineer of WICB and VIC Radio, Mark Saya. The tech ops staff, Amy Powelson, Alan Shelter, Tommy Inman, Peter Earle, Kevin Thornton, Ryan Berrien, Christian DeBergard, and Allison Thomas. Thank you for all of your help and your support. In addition, thank you to Stacy Hall, Danny Lohman, April Johans, Bob Reagan, and Anne-Marie Adams. A special thank you to your professors and the faculty who've taught you what you need to know to excel on ICTV and the radio stations. Also, as tonight we recognize another great year of IC Radio and television, I'd like to announce the names of WICB's community staff members who volunteer their time each and every week and produce wonderful shows for our listeners. A thank you to Bert Patterson. You hear him hosting Sunday Morning Jazz. Victor Rosa, a.k.a. DJ Vic, the host of Ritmo Latino. Jim Scott, the host of English Channel Monday evenings. Pete Panic, the host of Blues Progressions. Mike Miller, you know him as DJ Mike Judah, the host of Reggae Explosions. And Ricky Milton, the longtime host of Looking Back. At home, everyone, please give a round of applause for the support, guidance, and advice you've received this year from the people I just named, plus many more. Thank you. Thank you to everyone who's helped the stations this year. And finally, I want to thank you, the talented and passionate students, for a wonderful year. It truly is a privilege to lead ICTV, WICB, and VIC Radio. Thank you for all that you do. While things didn't end this semester the way we planned, I applaud the creativity, dedication, and never give up attitude that's been on display the last few weeks. It's a privilege working with each and every one of you. To the graduating senior class, congrats. Best of luck in all of your future endeavors. Keep in touch. Be sure to stop back and visit Ithaca when you can. And for the returning students, hopefully we'll be back together on campus come the fall semester so we can pick up right where we left off. Wishing good health and safety to you, your friends, and family. Be well. Again, thank you for an awesome semester. It truly has been a privilege and is a privilege to work with all of you.